Hey everyone, in this video I want to go over with you on the Airlift plugin, which can drastically improve the performance and speed of your website. Now, a quick disclaimer, this is a sponsored video by Airlift, but just to make it clear, I generally think it's a great plugin, and in this video I'll show you why I think so. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So as we can see here, I have this beautiful website which is talking about real estate. As you can see here, we have some images, we have some buildings over here, we have prices, and we have what you're looking for if you're searching for houses, offices, or apartments. And then we have also the services and what our clients say and so forth, as you can see right here. Now, if we scroll to the top, you'll be able to see here that it seems like there is nothing wrong with it, but I have run some tests on it. As you'll be able to see here, right here on the page speed insights, we'll be able to see that the performances on the mobile is 79, which is kind of fine. And we'll be able to see on desktop is 76. So there's definitely a place for improvement. Now, I'm not relying only on the page insights by Google. I've already went and did the test on GD metrics, as you'll be able to see right over here. You'll be able to see I've got a C score, and we'll be able to see the performance is at 60%, and then the structure is 89%, which is fine. But we'll be able to see that the LCP is at 8 seconds, which is not great. And we'll be able to see here the summary, and we'll be able to see here the top issues and so forth. And from the first thing that I'll be able to see here, we have the first issue is images. We'll be able to see here it's quite heavy over here. Now, we also have the issue with CSS, fonts, JS, and other things. So let's handle that with Airlift. Now, the way that you do that is a few options. The first one is heading over to the Airlift website. So here we're on the Airlift website, and if I haven't mentioned it so far, this plugin is completely free. Yes. And of course they have a premium version, but I want to show you what you already get in the free version. So as I said before, let's head over if you don't have an account yet. And if you do, just log in or sign up. In my case, I've already logged in. So I'll head over to my dashboard right over here. And the first thing that we have to do is configure a website. So in order to do so, we'll head over to the right top hand corner of the screen and we'll click the add site. And we'll be able to see here that we have to enter our website URL. And once you pasted it, just click continue. And as soon as you add your website, you'll be able to see here we have some plans. So head over, click proceed with the free plan. Now we have two options to install the Airlift on our website. Now we can give Airlift our website credentials, which I think some of you would not want to do so. So Airlift said, okay, no worries. You can also download the website and install it manually, which would be the second option. You just click download, it will download to your PC or Mac, and then you'll be able to upload it to your website, install, and then activate it. Then I will show you how it looks on your website once you install and then activate it on your website. Now, the third option, if you already activated and you just want to test the synchronization between Airlift, the website itself, and your website. So this would be the third option right over here. So whichever option you choose would be fit to this, and everything would sync completely fine, as you'll be able to see just in a few minutes. In my case, I'll head over and give my credentials to Airlift, because I assume sometimes you don't want to get in the mess of downloading it, uploading it, installing it, and so forth. So just head over and add my credentials to the auto install plugin, and then I'll just click submit. And you'll be able to see here it already started installing the plugin on my website. Now, if you're running into an issue like I just did here, the other option is to install it manually. So we'll head over to our website, we'll head over to our dashboard, and we'll head over to plugins, and then add new, and then upload plugin. And then we choose our plugin or just simply upload it to this box. And the next step is simply install now. So now that it is installed, you'll be able to see here we have a new item on our sidebar, as you'll be able to see here, Airlift. So we just simply click that and we'll head over here. We'll be able to see here it already synchronized with my account, as we'll be able to see here it's already in here. But if it's not, if I'll just click disconnect, you'll be able to see it will prompt me, are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure about that. I just wanted to show you what you'll be seeing in case you don't have it as I have it over here. So be able to see here we have Airlift, and then here you'll need to insert the email that you've signed up to Airlift. So in my case, it would be this, and then just click agree and then submit. And then it would redirect you to the Airlift website, and then over here we'll be able to run our Airlift plugin and then optimize our website. website. So as you can see here, we have a whole full-fledged dashboard. We'll be able to see here that we have backup, notes, staging, security and firewall, and also the reporting performances, which we'll be enabling just in a minute. And then advanced monitoring and Google Analytics, you'll be able to connect it right over here if you have Google Analytics installed on your website. And then over here on the left, we'll be able to see here we have our plans, and we'll be able to add tags to this website if you're running multiple websites, if you have some website that you want to connect to your account through Airlift or any other plugins from the same developers. And we'll be able to see here we have WordPress, plugins, themes, user, clients, auto update, and then notifications. We'll be able to see plugins, themes, WordPress, and all. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but why do I have all this if I only need Airlift? Now, the reason for that is because they have a lot of features that we're able to add to your website, such as Blog Vault, WP Remote, Malcare, and others that you can actually level up and save your website and make it more secure. You'll be able to migrate your website. You'll be able to save your files in case something went wrong with your website, and they will keep it safe for you. So if you're interested in that, there are other videos on the channel that are coming up in case you want to. So consider subscribing to this channel so you won't miss any tutorial that I post on these plugins. Other than that, next thing that we have to do is scroll to the bottom here, and then over in the performance section over here, we'll want to click Enable Airlift. Now, a quick note here, usually after you've installed the Airlift plugin on your website and then you've connected it will have to redirect you and then it will start the process. But sometimes you would encounter the situation that we have here. And as before, just simply click the select plan under free. Or if you want to upgrade for the Pro, head over and click the Pro version. By the way, all the links would be down in the description of this video, so make sure you check them out. So let's click select plan, and then over here, this is the place where it will have to redirect you right away after you've connected the Airlift to your website and made the connection between Airlift and your website. Now, let me just walk you through what is actually happening here. So you'll be able to see here now it's initializing the optimization. It heads over to your website and checks all the parameters and then optimizes it automatically based on what it finds, and then it makes all the changes right there. So you'll be able to see here it's analyzing currently. Just in a few seconds, it will tell you the page size, the JS count, the load time, CSS count, and so on. Right underneath it, we'll be able to see the JavaScript, the style sheets known as CSS, and we'll be able to see the fonts and the images. Now you'll be able to see here it already configures the site, and you'll be able to see here it loads all the JS minification, differing JS, delaying JS, copying JS, and right over here we'll be able to see our current score. It's not the final score. It's very important to note that. And you'll be able to see here that currently our page size is 183.3 kilobytes. The JS count is 2. Load time is 2 seconds. It's still working on it. So still, I'm not counting that as the final result of what it actually is, but still we'll see that in a few seconds. And as you can see here, all the other parameters are still loading. So let's give it a few seconds. You'll be able to see here we have an estimating time. So here it will tell you in how much time it will be ready. In my current situation, it's still estimating the time, but still I would give it a few more seconds, minutes, whatever it has to do in order to optimize my website. And now we already can see that the JS minification, there is no, the differ JS, there is no, delaying JS, there are far files. And then we're able to see here dynamic use CSS calculation. It's already done its job. Critical CSS calculation, it's already done its job. And the Google fonts, it's already done its job. And then we're able to see here all the images and the preload viewport images, what it already done for us, the viewport images and so forth. Let's give it a few more seconds and you'll be able to see the final result. And what? Wow. It got from 85 to 100. Wow, this is crazy. Look, I've been building websites for a lot of years, and trust me when I tell you, I haven't seen a lot of plugins do the 100 score on the Google page optimization. So when it tells you it's 100, this is crazy. We'll be able to see here what it actually optimized for, the page load comparison, page size from what it was, as we can see here before, and then the after, we'll be able to see the percentage of what it reduced by, and we'll be able to see the request count from from 47 to 35. And then again, reduced by 25.53%. And here it's still optimizing some pages and still optimizing some images. So do take in account. So once you connect your website to Airlift, it's not just one time and forget it. It is optimizing your website on the fly, meaning as long as it connects to your website and you obviously enable the synchronization between Airlift and your website, it's still ongoing process. Of course, you want to upload some new images, media, what have you. And as you upload that, Airlift takes that and then optimizes it on the fly. So as we can see over here, it already optimized 26 out of 26 images, and it still works on the optimization of other pages on the website. As we can see here, optimized pages, it currently on the home page, which is great. If we scroll a bit to the bottom here, we'll be able to see here the homepage optimization. So we can see here the image resizing, web page conversion, meaning it converts your JPEG, PNG, JPG to WebP, which is great, which affects your website speed. And also we can see here the image lazy loading, which applied that. And then if we scroll to the bottom here, we'll be able to see the CSS optimization. It went over and optimized the CSS, minified deferred request. Previous, it was 12, now it is 0. And then size 291.6 kilobyte to 0 bytes. And then JavaScript optimization, count of 5, minified, deferred, and so on. Now we can see here also the font optimization. It went over and optimized our fonts, and we'll be able to see here other features we can see over here, as well as web vital improvements. As we can see here, first content paint. Previous, it was 60, now it's 100, and so on, as you can see over here. Now, there are other features that Airlift offers you, such as viewport images identification and optimization, dynamic use CSS calculation, image resizing and load as per screen size, which is very important because if you have different screen sizes, it optimizes them compared to the screen size. And then we have also dynamic image optimization and Google font handling. Now, let's scroll a bit to the top here. It's already went and optimized more images than what we saw before. Before it was 26, now it's 48, and now it already optimized 2 pages on the website. Let's head over to page speed inside, and then let's run the analyze once more. And also let's head over to GD metrics and do the same thing there. Let's head over and then run a retest, because it's good that it tells us on Airlift, but let's actually view it in the page inside, because it's well, fine and good to tell me, but I've seen some plugins along the years that I'm working with WordPress which will actually tell you kind of that the page speed is up to a certain high score, but in reality it's not that fast. So let's check that out over in the page speed. On the mobile, it quite increased to 97, which already a good measurement. So let's head over to the desktop, and then 95. It's still better than what it was before. In my own experience, I saw that sometimes it goes a little bit up, a little bit down, but it's fine. I'm not concerned about that. So let's head over. Whoa. So there you see it. Now you'll be able to see that our performance is at 100%, structure at 92%, large content paint is at 650 milliseconds, and in total block time, 0 milliseconds, and a grade is an A. What more you can ask out of it? It's crazy. And yeah, well, there you have it. Now, we're not done yet. There are other settings that you can actually configure over in the Airlift, and I'm going to show you them right now. So let's head over to our dashboard over here. It is still running them in the background. I'm good with that. So let's head over to our website over here, and then let's check our website over here. You'll be able to see here our performance is at 100, and we'll be able to see all of that over here in our dashboard. We'll be able to see our plugins, themes, and so on also from this dashboard. So I think it's a good thing that they made that, because you'll be able to see everything right here at a glance. Now, let's say you want to disable Airlift for any reason. You can do that right over here from this dashboard. So what you have to do is just click disable Airlift, and then we'll disable that. But as the name suggests, it will disable, so the optimization would be also disabled. Now, as I said before, there are some more actions that you can make or tweak some things here and there. So in order to do so, head over to actions, and then over here, you'll be able to see again, it will tell you quick actions such as disable Airlift, purge cache if you want to, and then there are also refresh optimized site. There are other options such as optimization settings. As you'll be able to see here, we have cache, we have JavaScript, style sheet, images, and fonts right here on this little sidebar right here on the left. You can open each one of them and then just tweak it to your likings, but just make sure that you actually know what you're doing here, because sometimes when you're tweaking things over in the optimization of your website, things can go south, and you don't want that. If we scroll to the bottom here, still we see here the JavaScript has been optimized, and we can see here everything is checked. And the same thing here in the style sheets, so forth, and we'll be able to see it right over here also in the fonts. There are also other options. As we can see here, there are a Lighthouse Report. We'll be able to see the Lighthouse Report, which is by Google, and you'll be able to see what it's now, which is actually quite good. I know I have to work on the SEO, but I will leave that to me. And then we have also the best practices and so on. Now, a few last thoughts on the plugin, and one quick mention before I do so. I haven't mentioned it so far, but just take into account that all the optimization is done offsite. What is usually been made by other cache plugins, they are using your website resources to do all these optimizations. So do take into account that once you do use Airlift, you're not using any resources of your server or your website hosting, which is a great feature, which I just genuinely love that. And as you can see here, it's an 100 performance. Still, we saw it on page speed as 95, Budgeting metrics as a score of A, and then we can see also it's on 100% as we can see here under performance. And let me tell you this, there are not a lot of plugins that I saw that do that for free. Even when I've tried other plugins, which I'm not gonna name for obvious reasons, I've just had the experience of optimizing and then just tweaking that, and then it's breaking, and then going back, and then I'm tweaking this option, and then it breaks, and you have no idea what is actually happening. And in here, as you'll be able to see here, if I'll head over back to my website, everything here is as usual. Yeah, you could tell me, yeah, but you haven't refreshed. Okay, well, let's refresh. Let's refresh the website. Let's see how it loads now. Great. As you can see here, nothing has been done. If you don't believe me, let's head over to a guest window and let's check it out. Let's copy the URL over here. Let's copy that. Let's head over to a guest window, and then let's paste our URL over here. Let's click enter and let's see how it performs. As you can see here, it loads almost instantly. I say almost because I'm allowing this a little few second or few milliseconds to appear over here. And as you can see here, everything is just stay the same. Yes, the image here is a little bigger than what we can see here, but it's fine. I can tweak it a little later. And then if we'll scroll a little bit to the bottom here, we'll be able to see all the images are lazy loading as we saw just before. And then if we'll scroll a bit to the bottom here, again, we'll be able to see all those images are still loading. Now let's head over to another page on our website. Let's head over, for example, to services. So let's see over here, again, it just sped it up. I haven't done anything and it already sped it up so much. As I said in the beginning of this tutorial, there is a pro version, but all what you saw so far was only in the free version. So just take into account that everything was so far free. And as I said before, all the links to all we saw so far would be down in the description of this video. And if you'll head over and click through those links, it actually supports this channel. And I thank you so much for the time that you gave me to walk you through this tutorial. And if you would like to see other videos that are coming up, such as Blog Vault, WP Remote, Migrate Guru, and Malker, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss those once they will be published on this channel. And as always, thank you so much for supporting me. And if you like this video, make sure you hit like. And as usual, I'll be seeing you in the next one.